We are going to start from question 9. It was posted on the WhatsApp group, so we are going to discuss that. Now, the question 9 has been covered. It's not very clear. So if you can't see, you can zoom. So, but if you can't see it, you can just check. I sent you the questions yesterday. It is 2018 CT1. So you can just check question 9 from 2018 CT question 9. So can we start?
Yes.
Okay, it says that please, if you are not talking, you can just quench your microphone. It says that you have 62.5 pounds in your pocket, and off you go to the shop. You want to buy some beach sandals, and you see a pair you like that costs £7. You want to know how much this sorry, this one is euros. So you have 62.5 euros in your pocket, and off you go to a shop. You want to buy some beach sandals, and you see a pair which costs 7 euros. You want to know how much this is in pounds. Suppose the exchange rate is £1 to 1.25 euro. Okay. So now we know the exchange rate is £1. I'll buy pound P. Can you see it? Can you see? Can you answer me? Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. It's 1.25. I'll make euro E. So now I'm converting to you from euro to pound. So that means that now 1 euro will be equals to 1 divided by 1.25 pounds. Can you see that? So now 1 euro now let us remember that it says that you want to know how much this is in pounds. Remember that the shoe was £7. Have you seen that? So 1 euro times £7. Sorry, the shoe was in euro. So 7 euros will be equals to 1 divided by 1.25 times 7. So in effect, 7 euros will be equals to 7 divided by 1.25. Calculator. When we divide 7 by 1.25, what do we get? What do you get?
28/5.
No. 7 divided by 1,25, you can't get that. You are going to get 5,6 pounds.
Yes.
So is that understood? Please make sure that you understand it. Is that understood? Is this please any
We
questions there?
understand.
You understand it?
Yes.
Okay. So can we go to the second one? Can we go to the second one? Number 10. We should go to number 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. We can go on.
We can go on. Okay. So the next one says that number 10, it says that in April 2000, $1 in the foreign exchange market was about 7,21 French francs. Therefore, one French franc will have to purchase how many dollars? So it says that our dollar D, it says that $1 is equals to 7,2 francs. So 1 franc, you just divide each side by 7,2, will be 1 divided by 7,2 dollars. Can you see that? So it means that 1 franc will be 1 divided by 7,25, which will be 0,14. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense? Can you confirm? Understand it or not? Can you confirm? Hello? Can you confirm, please? Are you there?
Yes, sir. We hear, but don't understand.
You don't understand. But it is the same as the first one. There is no difference from the first one. It has said that one, I'm making the dollar D, ne? $1, have you seen that? Is equals to 7,2 French franc. I'm making that one F. Have you seen that? So now if I have 1 franc, have you seen that? It's just like dividing here by 7,2. Have you seen that? Huh? Will be equals to 1 divided by 7,2. 0.2. Or they're taking like 7.2 here. Dollars. Which will give me 0.14
francs.
dollars.
Oh yeah.
Is that understood? Is that understood? Please, you have to answer me. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let's go to the next one. The next one says this. A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 kilometers per hour. How far will it travel in 20 minutes? A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 kilometers per hour. How far will it travel in 20 minutes? So we know that speed is distance over time. But remember that the speed is kilometers per hour. Then the distance, I'm sorry. So we know that the distance we can see the is in kilometers, but the time is in minutes. You see that? So we must convert the time to hours. Have you seen that? So that means that the time is going to be 20 divided by 60. And we know the speed to be 75. The speed to be 75 kilometers per hour. So now we can simply say the distance is speed times time, which will be 75 kilometers per hour times
1/3
20
over 60.
divided by 60 minutes, which will give us, I think, 25 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken,
Yes, 25, sir.
kilometers. So, is there any questions with 11.1? Are there any questions with 11.1? Okay, then we are going to go to 11.2. 11.2 says that find the time in hours and minutes required to cover 250 kilometers. Find the time in hours and minutes required to cover 250 kilometers. So we have we know that speed. We know that speed, which I will name as, is distance over time. Good. And the speed still remains 75 meters per hour. So speed is 75 kilometers per hour. Now our distance will be d, which we know to be 250 from the question. Over time. So please always ensure that your unit is matching. Kilometers per hour. Have you seen that? So your time will simply be 250 divided by 75. Which is going to give us when you take a calculator and turn 250 divided by 75, you are going to get 3,3 hours. So the question says that we must convert this to hours and minutes. So remember that there is 60 minutes in 1 hour. So to convert to minutes, it will be 0,3 times 60. Have you seen that? 0,3 times 60. 0,3 times 60, which will give us 18. You see that? So that means that our time will be 3 hours, 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Please, any questions there? Please, you need to answer me. Any questions there?
Yes, sir. Why is it 0,3 times 60 than 3,3 times 60?
Come again.
Why is it 0,3 times 60 and not 3 times 3,60?
Because I just wanted to convert. Remember that the time is in hours. 3,3 hours. Have you seen that? So I'm sure of my 3
Yes.
hours. Exactly. So the 0,3. I
Yes.
want to see what quantum of the time is in minutes. Have you seen that? And I know that 60 minutes, 60, there is 60 minutes in 1 hour. Have you seen that? So it will become a 3 of an hour.
Yes.
That's why it's 0,3 times 60. So I can get the minute. Because the question said that we must find the time in hours and minutes.
So the minutes are not supposed to be like equivalent of 3,3 hours.
No, you must write the exact minute.
Okay.
You understand me? That's why I did what I did. Does it make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Please, at times we can, because this answer, it was actually 3,3. There were so many threes. You see that? So let us punch this thing. Let's just punch it this way. Calculator. 60 times 0,333. You see that if the 3 increases, it is approximately 20. Is that clear? It's 0,3333333. So it's 0,333. So many threes. Is that clear? So it gives us around 19,9, which is approximately 20. Because it's an objective test, you must ensure that you get accurate answers. Is that clear? So it will be 3 hours, 20 minutes rather. 3 hours, 20 minutes. Is that making sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us look at the next one. Our next one says that 6 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour, 20 minutes. How long will it take if 5 pipes of the same type are used? Okay. So this 1 hour, 20 minutes. Let us try and convert it to hours. Exactly. So 1 hour, or let us convert it to minutes. Ne? 1 hour, 20 minutes is the same as 80 minutes. That agreed? Is that agreed?
Yes, sir, we agree.
Okay. Then we can simply use ratios here. When I have 6 pipes, so it will be 6 is to 80. Have you seen that? Equals to 5 is to, I don't know the time, so I'll make it x. Can you see that? So we can say that 6 over 80 equals to 5 over x. So x will be equals to 5 times 80 divided by 6. So 5 times 80 divided by 6, you are going to have the how much?
400.
400.
No, didn't divide by 6. Let me divide first. 66,66.
Is how much?
66,67.
66,67. So let us remember that this time is in minutes. Have you seen that? So now how do we convert this to minutes and hours and minutes? Can we say that it is 1 hour, approximately 1 hour, 7 minutes? Would that make sense to you? Would that make sense to you?
Yes, I understand.
It's understood. Okay. Now, another method we can use. Another method we can use Please, is our calculation correct? Can you verify this? 5 times 80, 6 divided by 80. Please, I think we made a mistake. It should be 6 times 80 divided by 5. Can you see that? Can you see our mistake? Please, can you see where we made a mistake? Can you see where we made a mistake? Please, can you answer me, please? Yes or no?
We don't see, sir.
No, let's start again. Okay, see again. 6 pipes are required to fill 1 hour, a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. So we are going to have 6. Oh, sorry, I think the first one we did was correct. Is to 80. That is, when we have 6 pipes, we used 80 minutes. So now when we have 5 pipes, how many minutes are we going to use? It's going to be X. Can you see that? So we are going to have 6 divided by 80 equals to 5. Oh, sorry, we are correct. Sorry, we are correct by X. So X will be 80 times 5 divided by 6. Then we will have 66, yes, this way.
Sir, I'd like to ask why 5 pipes take less time than 6 pipes.
Okay, good. We are going to use another method which we will call the inverse proportion. Okay, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. If you are like filling a bucket of water in your own house, is that clear? Then one room you have 10 buckets. The other room you have 5 buckets. Which one are you going to finish faster? Can you answer me? Which one are you going to finish faster?
5.
Yes, so the one with the smaller number will have the smaller time.
Sir, but 6 pipes, like how I understand it, I think like more water comes out of 6 pipes more like than 5 pipes. So like I don't understand like a bit.
Oh, okay, wait. Let me read it again. It says 6 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. Six pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. How long will it take if only 5 pipes of the same are used? Oh, okay, no, this one is an inverse proportion. It's not a direct proportion. Okay, no. Sorry, it's a direct proportion. 6 pipes fills in 80 minutes. But this one should work. Let me come in. 6 fills in 80 minutes. So if 6 fills in 80 minutes, 5 will fill in how many minutes? So the more the pipes, the more the time. Okay, I understand your concern here, but let us use this approach. Let us use direct proportion. Direct proportion. The pipes will be equals to K times the time. So when I have 6, sorry, it's inverse proportion. Okay, that's why it's not working. The pipe will be equals to K divided by the time. That means the more the pipes, the smaller the time that you use. Is that clear? So now we have 6 pipes. It will be equals to K divided by 80. So K will be 6 times 80, which will give us 480. Oh yeah. So now now I know my key. So now if I have 5 pipes, it will be equals to K over the time. So the time will be equals to 480 divided by 5. And what are you going to get there?
96.
96. 96, comma what?
96.
Which
And
is the
6
same
is
as
a whole.
1
And
the same as
there is
1
6.
36 minutes.
6.
Can you say that?
Yes.
Yeah. I think when we use the ratios, I think we should have made one an inverse proportion. We should have used an inverse proportion. That's why we didn't get the answer there. Because I'm not too sure. A minute. Let me say 5 is equals to a minute, please. 5 equals to 120, 80 is x. A minute, please. I just want to check something. Oh, okay. Please, I'm very sorry. We made a mistake with the ratios. Exactly. Because we must always group the same quantities to one side. Exactly. So we should have done this. It should have been like this. If 5 is to 6, then how do I call it? 80 will be to x. We don't know the time. So we are going to get 5 divided by 6 equals to 80 over x. So x will be 80 times 6 over 5. Then we will also get 96. You see, this method is more advantageous in case you miss whether it's an inverse proportion or a direct proportion. Can you see that? Can you see that, please?
Yes, sir.
1 hour 36 minutes.
Later.
Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear, please? Can you answer me? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's go to the next one. It says this, that 100 students in a hostel, full provisioning for them is for 20 days. How long will the provision last if 25 more students join the group? So when there are 100, the full provisioning will last 20 days. So this one is an inverse proportion. Can we see that? So days will be equals to k. Days will be equals to k divided by number of students. That means that if the days are more, if the students are more, the days will be less. That they will finish the food. Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So when it was 20 days, it will be k over 100. So k will be equals to 20 times 100, which will be equals to 2000. So now you have got how many days more? Now if you add 25 more students, that means now you have 125 students. You see that? So 125 students. It will be 20. You know that your k, no, we don't know the days. Sorry. So it will be d equals to 2000 divided by 1, 2, 5. So 2000 divided by 1, 2, 5. Now it will give us 16 days. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then another approach too is that you can decide to use ratios. How do you use the ratios? You can say that if 20 is to x that you don't know, then what happens here? 100 will be to 125. So 20 divided by x equals to 100 divided by 125. So x will be x will be what? Let's see. Are we getting the ratios correct? 20 when it was 100 students, they used 20. Then when it was x students, oh, am I getting this thing correct? Now, let's start again. Let's do it like this. 100 is to 125. Then 20 is to x. So 100 divided by 125 will be 20 divided by x. So x will be x is going to be 100 times 20. Why am I not getting this? X will be 20 times 125. No, we are not going to get. No, you see, you know what? Let's forget about the ratios and just use the direct and inverse proportion. Because it seems the ratios is a problem. So let's forget about the ratios and use direct and inverse proportions. Let's just forget about the ratios. Now, let's look at the next one. It says that if the ratio of chocolate to ice cream cones in a box is 5:8, and the number of chocolates is 30, find the number of ice cream. If the ratio of chocolates to ice cream in a box is 5:8, and the number of chocolates is 30, and the number of chocolates is 30, Find the number of ice creams. So ratio of chocolates to ice creams. That means that 5 is to 13 times the total number of things in the box is equals to 30. So the total number of whatever is in the box will be 30 times 13 over 5. It will be 30 times 13 divided by 5, which will give us 78. I mean, the total number of things in the box was 70. And you see that this answer, if you are getting a decimal, you have to know there's something wrong with your answer. So, what do you call it? If you want to find, now the question says that you must find what? Number of ice cream. The ratio of the ice cream was 8. So it will be 8 over the total, which is 13, times 78. So it's going to be 8 divided by 13 times 78, which will give us 48. That means that we had 48 ice creams. Please, any questions? Any questions here? Any questions here, please?
No, sir.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, the next one says this. If 782 rand is divided into 3 parts, 1 is to 2, 2 is to 3, and 3 is to 4. Calculate the first part. So first of all, we must add 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3 plus 3 over 4. The LCM can be 12. So 2 will go here 6. So we are going to have 6. 3 will go here 4. We are going to have 8. 4 will go here 3. We are going to have 9. So we are going to have 23 over 12. So if you want to find the first portion, it will be 1 over 2 divided by 23 over 12 times 782, which you can easily punch on your calculator. Please, any questions there? Please, any questions there? Any questions there, please? Can somebody answer me, please? Any questions there?
No question.
Okay. Then it means we can go to the next one. Oh, the next one is not. Okay, so the sum of money is to be distributed A, B, C, D in the proportion of 6:2:4:3. If C got 1,000 rand and than D, what is B share? Oh, the question is here. Sorry. So C got 1,000 rand more than D. So that means that we all agree that C share will be 4 out of 6, 11, out of 14 times the total. That is C share. And D share will be 3 out of 14 times the total. Do we agree on this?
Yes.
Okay, now they said C share was 1,000 more than D share. That means that C share, C gets 1,000 more than D. That should tell you that if C's share is 4 over 14 T, D share will be 3. D share, which is 3 over 14 T plus 1,000. Can you see that? Plus 1,000. Then you can find T. Have you seen? So I can. Do you get a picture? Do you
Yes,
get a
sir.
picture? Good. So I can find T as 4 over 14 T minus 3 over 14 T equals to 1,000. So T over 14 equals to 1,000. So T will be equals to 14 times 1,000. Which will be equals to 14,000. So in that case, once we know the total, we can easily find B share. B share was 2 out of 14, obviously, times 14,000. Which, if I'm not mistaken, will give me 2,000. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is that. Unless there are more questions. That is that. Unless there are more questions. Unless there are more questions. Are there any more questions you want us to look at? Please, I'm asking, are there more questions you would like us to look at? I'm repeating. Are there more questions you would like us to look at? That means that you are prepared for the exams. Should I take it that way? Should I take it that way? Because I said today we are only going to look at questions or difficulties in Unit 1. So I take it that you are okay with Unit 1. I take it that you are okay with Unit 1. So I wish you good luck in the exams. And it starts now. I'm going to send you the link for the exams. If you have any issues, please email Blackboard immediately. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
So there are no questions. All the people here, you don't have any question. You don't have any question. No questions. Can you confirm? No questions. Can you confirm? No questions. Can you confirm that there are no questions? Okay, in the absence of no questions, then we bring the class to an end. So I wish you good luck in the exams. I'm going to put the link on Blackboard so that you can view it if you want to view it before you write. Is that fine? Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, then let's close the class now. Thank you very much.